Onions have been known to mankind for more than 6,000 years. Its cultivation began in the ancient civilizations of Asia, particularly in what is now Iran and Pakistan. Onions are mentioned in ancient texts and drawings, such as the Egyptian pyramids, where they were depicted as a symbol of eternity. The onion family includes more than 400 species. All onion species are widely distributed throughout the world, including Europe, Asia, and North America. Many onion species grow in temperate and cold climates. The average person knows 4 types of onions: white onions, red onions, shallots, and leeks. These types of onions are the best known and most popular among consumers. White onions, red onions, shallots, and leeks are widely used in cooking all over the world. Shallots and leeks may be perceived as exotic in some countries, but in reality, they have a long and widespread use in the cooking of many regions. Onions have been known and used in medicinal practices since the time of Avicenna. Avicenna, or Ibn Sina, was one of the most famous physicians and scholars of the Middle Ages. In his book, The Canon of Medicine, he focused on onions as a remedy with many beneficial properties, including antiseptic and anti-inflammatory effects. Onions have long been considered a natural antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal agent. All this is due to the fact that, firstly, it contains phytoncides in its composition. It is these pungent substances you feel when you cut an onion, and they have the most important antiviral and antibacterial properties. Onions are a source of vitamin C, but their content can vary. An average onion, about 100 grams, contains about 7 to 10% of the daily value of vitamin C. This is a significant amount considering your overall diet. For example, 100 grams of onions contain about 7 milligrams of vitamin C, while the recommended daily allowance is 90 milligrams for men and 75 milligrams for women. Onions contain phytoncides, vitamin C, and essential oils, which have antiseptic and anti-inflammatory properties. Phytoncides, in particular, can kill or inhibit the growth of bacteria and fungi. Vitamin C is known for its role in strengthening the immune system by stimulating the activity of white blood cells. Essential oils, such as allicin, have antibacterial properties and help fight infections. Studies show that regular consumption of onions can help strengthen the immune system due to their composition. Phytoncides, vitamin C, and essential oils work together to create a powerful defense against bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens. This makes onions a valuable food for maintaining good health, especially during times of increased risk of infections. An important component of onions is quercetin. Quercetin is a flavonoid that has powerful antioxidant properties that promote health and protect the body from various diseases. Quercetin is one of the most studied flavonoids and has significant antioxidant properties. It helps neutralize free radicals, reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. This makes it an important component for maintaining a healthy immune system and protecting cells from damage. Quercetin is a powerful flavonoid that is widely used in the fight against cancer. Studies show that regular consumption of onions rich in quercetin reduces the risks of developing cancer. Quercetin can inhibit cancer cell growth and induce apoptosis, programmed cell death, in various types of cancer cells. A study published in Cancer Letters found that quercetin can induce apoptosis in breast, prostate, and lung cancer cells. It does this by activating caspases, enzymes involved in the cell death process, and inhibiting the expression of anti-apoptotic proteins. Quercetin also has anti-inflammatory properties, which is especially important because chronic inflammation is often linked to cancer development. In a study in the Journal of Biological Chemistry, quercetin was shown to reduce levels of inflammatory cytokines such as TNF-A and IL-6, which play a key role in inflammation and may contribute to oncogenesis. Regular consumption of foods rich in quercetin, such as onions, has been linked to a reduced risk of certain cancers. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consumption of onions and garlic was associated with a 30% reduction in the risk of stomach cancer. Another study published in the British Journal of Cancer found that women who consumed the most quercetin had a 20% lower risk of developing breast cancer compared to those who consumed the least. It is important to note that research is ongoing, and scientists continue to investigate the mechanisms by which quercetin affects cancer cells. Regardless, the evidence already accumulating shows the significant potential of quercetin in cancer prevention and treatment. This makes onions not only an important food in the diet, but also a potential tool for maintaining health and preventing serious diseases. Thus, the quercetin in onions plays a key role in the body's defense against cancer by reducing inflammation and stimulating apoptosis of cancer cells. Regular consumption of onions can significantly reduce the risks of developing various types of cancer, which is supported by numerous scientific studies. Quercetin was one of the main substances included in all naturopathic protocols for treatment and recovery from COVID. During the COVID-19 pandemic, quercetin gained attention as a potential agent for preventing and treating infection. Several studies have shown that quercetin can inhibit SARS-CoV-2 virus replication and modulate the immune response, reducing inflammation and preventing cytokine storm. It has also been used as a supplement in various naturopathic protocols to support the immune system and recovery from infection. As you and I can see, onions have many health benefits due to their unique composition. Studies show that quercetin can reduce the levels of cortisol, a stress hormone, in the body. This helps to reduce physical and emotional stress. Vitamin C, on the other hand, also plays a key role in combating stress. It is essential for the synthesis of hormones, such as adrenaline, that help the body respond to stressful situations. In addition, vitamin C supports the immune system, which is especially important during periods of high stress when the body becomes more vulnerable to infections. The combination of quercetin and vitamin C in onions creates a synergistic effect, boosting the body's antioxidant defenses and increasing its resistance to stress. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that quercetin and vitamin C together were more effective at neutralizing free radicals and protecting cells from oxidative damage than each alone. We often talk about magnesium as a stress reliever, as it plays an important role in nervous system function and muscle relaxation. However, onions, thanks to quercetin and vitamin C, can also significantly increase the body's resources to fight stress. These substances help to balance the nervous system, improving overall health and reducing the manifestations of stress. Thus, including onions in your diet can be a great addition to other stress management techniques, providing your body with the substances it needs to stay healthy and resilient to stressors. The next important component of onions is sulfur. Sulfur is an essential element needed for many bodily functions, including detoxification. It is part of amino acids such as cysteine and methionine, as well as vitamins and coenzymes. These compounds are involved in metabolic processes and help neutralize toxic substances in the liver. Sulfur is also necessary for the synthesis of glutathione, one of the most powerful antioxidants in the body, which plays a key role in detoxification. Many people cannot tolerate onions and garlic because of the sulfur they contain, which may be related to impaired detoxification phases. Sulfur intolerance can manifest with various symptoms such as nausea and bloating. It is often associated with impaired liver function, which plays a key role in sulfur metabolism. When liver function is deficient or there are disturbances in the detoxification pathways, products containing sulfur can cause unpleasant symptoms. Elevated bilirubin levels may indicate liver and detoxification problems. COVID-19 survivors may have difficulty tolerating sulfur-containing products due to impaired liver detoxification phases. COVID-19 can cause inflammation and damage to the liver, which can lead to impaired liver function, including detoxification. This can exacerbate problems with sulfur tolerance. Studies show that SARS-CoV-2 can directly infect the liver, which supports the need for close monitoring of liver function in COVID-19 tolerant patients. Laboratory diagnosis is necessary to determine the cause of intolerance to sulfur-containing products. Laboratory diagnostics may include liver function tests, bilirubin levels, and other biochemical markers that can help identify detoxification problems. These tests can provide insight into what processes in the body are impaired and what steps need to be taken to restore normal liver function. These data and studies support the importance of sulfur to the body, its role in detoxification, and possible causes of intolerance to sulfur-containing products, especially in COVID-19 survivors. Laboratory diagnosis and subsequent treatment can help restore normal body functions and improve tolerance to beneficial foods. Another essential substance found in onions is silicon. Silicon is an important element needed for hair growth, nail growth, and joint health, as well as collagen synthesis. This element strengthens and develops connective tissues, improving their strength and elasticity. Silicon helps strengthen hair and nails, preventing them from becoming brittle. It also plays a key role in maintaining joint health by helping to strengthen cartilage and ligaments, which is important for mobility and preventing degenerative changes. Although silicon is not abundant in onions, its presence is still important for the body. This element helps synthesize collagen and keeps bones and joints healthy. Studies show that silicon improves bone mineral density and reduces the risk of osteoporosis. Onions, due to their vitamin C and silicon content, help boost immunity and improve overall health. If we break down all the beneficial micronutrients by the amount contained in onions, we put vitamin C in first place and silicon, which is essential for the production of collagen within our body, in second place. For optimal health, it is recommended to include not only onions in your diet, but also other sources of silicon such as grains, legumes, and green vegetables. How to eat onions as healthy as possible, but also to minimize the unpleasant smell. The maximum usefulness of onions is in raw form, as heat treatment reduces the content of useful substances. When boiled, fried, or stewed, onions lose much of their vitamins and antioxidants. Thus, if you want to maximize the benefits of onions, it is better to consume them raw. However, the unpleasant odor that remains after consuming raw onions can be uncomfortable. To minimize this smell, you can pickle onions in vinegar. To do this, soak sliced onions in acetic acid for 5 to 10 minutes, which helps to reduce the odor significantly. If the onion odor still remains in your mouth, another effective way is to rinse your mouth with water and lemon. Citric acid helps neutralize the sulfur compounds responsible for the bad odor, making your breath fresher. With these simple methods, you can enjoy all the health benefits of onions without worrying about bad odor. Consuming raw onions does have many health benefits, but there are certain contraindications, especially for people with gastrointestinal problems. Onions are categorized as FODMAPs, which means they contain fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. These substances can cause bloating, gas, and other unpleasant symptoms, especially in people with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or other gastroenterological problems. A study published in the journal Gastroenterology in 2016 found that a diet low in FODMAPs significantly reduced IBS symptoms in 75% of patients. When you eat onions, their components can be difficult to digest for some people. This is because FODMAPs attract water to the intestines and are fermented by bacteria in the colon, leading to gas formation and resulting bloating and discomfort. If you already have problems with your gastric mucosa, such as gastritis or ulcers, onions can increase irritation and cause pain. A study conducted by scientists from Monash University in Australia confirmed that onions and garlic are among the most powerful triggers for people with sensitive gut. In addition, onions contain sulfur, which is involved in the detoxification phases of the liver. Sulfur is essential for the synthesis of glutathione, an essential antioxidant in our body that helps neutralize toxins and protects liver cells. If your liver isn't handling detoxification processes properly, it can lead to toxin buildup and poor overall health. Symptoms can include nausea, intolerance to the smell of onions, and other unpleasant sensations. A study published in the Journal of Hepatology found that high bilirubin levels can be an indicator of liver dysfunction, which requires medical intervention. It is important to not just eliminate onions from your diet if they cause discomfort, but to understand why your body reacts the way it does. Restoring normal digestive function can help you get back to eating onions and other healthy foods. This requires a comprehensive approach that may include dietary changes, probiotics, enzymes, and other digestive aids. A 2019 study published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology confirmed that the use of probiotics can significantly improve symptoms of IBS and other gastroenterological problems. Many people experience intolerance to certain foods and don't realize that it may be related to deeper problems in the body. Lab diagnostics and a consultation with your doctor can help identify these problems and develop a treatment plan to improve your health and nutrition. A study conducted at Stanford University in 2020 showed that individualized dietary recommendations and laboratory diagnosis can significantly improve the quality of life for patients with gastroenterological problems. So, eating onions can be extremely beneficial to your health, but it's important to consider your individual body and possible contraindications. In fact, this all says that you should study your body deeply, because inside our body, absolutely everything is interconnected. What you eat and how your body reacts to it, hence the symptoms or consequences of not eating those foods. What do you think about this? Do you agree with these statements? If there are any questions, ask them in the comments. More information on this topic can be found at the links in the description below this video and on our channel.
Subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Please like and share this video with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors for their support. I eagerly await your comments and encourage you to watch these useful videos.